Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me from the Market Site studio of Simeon, Hyman, Global Investment Strategist with ProShares. We're going to talk about momentum strategies with Nasdaq-100 companies. Simeon, it's great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Site. Let's talk about momentum strategies in general. What are they?
Momentum is simply the tendency of stocks that have outperformed to continue to outperform. Now, it's a time-tested strategy. For example, the French momentum factor is a well-known data set that shows consistent decade-over-decade outperformance of momentum when compared to, say, the S&P 500 or the Russell 1000.
So how can momentum strategies be applied to Nasdaq 100 companies?
So let's start, of course, with the Nasdaq 100, the bellwether of growth and innovation. In this century, dramatic outperformance compared to, say, the S&P 500. Now, Dorsey Wright, a worldwide leader in momentum investing, actually put together the Nasdaq-100 Dorsey Wright Momentum Index. And what they found was taking the top 21 ranked stocks on their relative strength, that's their flavor of momentum, their applied momentum factor. They ranked those stocks, 21 top stocks, equally weighted every quarter, and put that together as an index. And it was an outgrowth of their research, which showed the outperformance of the top-ranked relative strength stocks, but also importantly, the underperformance of the bottom-ranked ones. So a momentum strategy tells you what you want, but it also tells you what you don't want.
So if I want to invest with momentum strategies and, of course, Nasdaq 100 companies, how can an investor utilize this approach?
We at ProShares partnered with Nasdaq Dorsey Wright, and we put together ticker QQQA, the Nasdaq 100 Dorsey Wright Momentum ETF. And that is the first ETF to identify stocks in the Nasdaq 100 that have the highest potential to outperform, and the only ETF that tracks that Dorsey Wright index.
So where would QQQA fit in an investor's portfolio?
There's two logical places. One, of course, is in a classic factor satellite. In a core satellite approach, a momentum satellite is a very commonly deployed and effective satellite in a well-diversified portfolio, so that's certainly one place. But the other place you can use it is in a large cap growth sleeve of your portfolio. Now, momentum strategies are kind of notorious for changing their stripes. They can look like value, then they can look like growth. They have a pile of this sector and then it goes away. But because this strategy is focused and starts by fishing in the Nasdaq 100, that means it's very likely to be reliably in that large cap growth style bucket, and so it can reliably sit there in your portfolio.
And where can we go to get more information?
ProShares.com is the easiest place.
That is the easy way to go. Simeon, thank you so much for joining us. Great to see you, and thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.